Good morning. It is Thursday, December 14th. I am working from home today, but I wanted to do a quick check-in on Advent knitting before I get going. I can't believe we're in the second half of Vlogmas already, but the projects are coming along really well and I'm excited to share them with you. So let me start with my Woolens and Nosh sock Advent. I'll show you today's stripe color. I knitted these up this morning. Okay, so if you don't want to be spoiled for the Woolens and Nosh sock Advent, day 14, look away now. It's brown. So I have done a short row heel and then started in with the purple stripe, which worked out like perfectly. So we had these two purple stripes and then today we've gone to brown. So I'm imagining we'll get some lighter shades of brown next, but these are looking very fun. I love them. They look like a painter's palette and I am really enjoying them. So that's the socks for today. For my Daft Days shawl, here's where I got to last night. This was it's getting hard to show now. This was the day 13 stripe, this like really pretty pinky purpley color. So let's open day 14. Let's see what we've got. Oh, where did I put day 13 back? Oh no, okay, sorry. Okay, here's day 14. Oh, it's a mini skein. I love it. It's a very bubblegummy pink, but I love these flecks of blue. So yeah, this was supposed to be a 10-gram mini swap or, 10 grams of scraps, but I've had quite a few minis in here that are, I think, maybe 15 or 20 grams. So that's been a pleasant surprise. So yeah, we're going from purple into pink. Love it. So I will work on that today. That'll be fun. Oh, that's a fun one. I'll have to get that wound up before I can work on it. All right, let's open the Camellia Fiber Co. Advent. Here it is. I haven't looked yet. Day 2. It's open on the top, so I'm just like maneuvering it so I don't see inside. Oh, and another very, very soft tonal. So this one, I'm wondering how well this will show up on camera. It has some of the mint from yesterday, but it has also some pink and peach, maybe. Yeah, wow, these are so soft and pretty. Like maybe right there, you can see it more, like right through here. Very delicate, very beautiful. I think I've decided what I'm gonna do with these because I also think that not all 12 days are gonna have yarn. It said that a couple of the days might have a different gift. So I'm guessing I might end up with 10 minis. These are 20-gram minis. So I think if I end up with 10 of these, I might have like 870 yards. I think I'm gonna make the Embrace Cowl by Andrea Mowry. I've made one of these before. It's a really fun knit. You basically knit like a garter tube. There's some slip stitch detailing, and it has a marled fade, and then it's really cute. So if I think they would look good in a fade, which based on the first two, I think they probably will, then I might knit that up after Christmas as my project with these. So that's exciting. Man, I can't believe how like soft the color is. It's very pretty, but it's like so delicate looking. Gorgeous. I did also work a lot on my Quiltmas blocks last night and I got one finished. So this was day 5, I think, which is the Country Glow block. So it feels pretty traditional, but it's kind of a fun, festive looking star. So I got that one done. And I got a good start on the next one, which is very cute. It's like a little house in a snow globe. That one by far has the most pieces, so it is a bit complex, but I think you might have seen a little footage of that in the last video, putting like the little roof together and stuff. So yes, I'm gonna keep plugging away on those, knit on my advents. I will be working from home today, if I didn't already say that. And later tonight, I think Troy and I might go check out Wild Lights at the zoo, which is like an amazing light display that they put on at the zoo every year. We go get some hot chocolate, walk around, see the reindeer and the lights. So weather permitting, we might go do that later tonight. It does look nice and bright and sunny right now, but I think it's also pretty cold because there's frost on everything. So we will see if we do that tonight or not, but that is the plan for today. And I will try and get some footage throughout the day, and I hope you have a good one. Hello, checking in. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Today has not gone as planned so far. Working from home. But my lunch break, I was editing my video for days 9 through 13, and I exported it. I thought everything looked great, and then I realized all the video was super overexposed because my camera films in HDR, and I thought that I switched it, but I didn't somehow. Also, you're hearing the Roomba in the background, so sorry for that. So I'm gonna have to re-edit the entire video tonight. So I don't think we're gonna make it to the zoo tonight. Also, Troy's been a little bit sick all day, so I don't want him or I to get more sick by being out in the cold tonight. So I think we're just gonna stay in. I'm gonna take a second stab at re-editing that video tonight after work, and we'll go from there. Good evening. It's now about 6 o'clock. It's very cold in our house. I was wearing my Geo Gradient shawl most of the day for warmth, but anyway, so I re-edited my video. I think it looks better now. Something happened with this is technical, but when I got my new phone and I just record on my phone a while back, it automatically records in HDR, which means high dynamic range, and YouTube can't handle that basically. So when I'm editing my videos, I have to edit all of my video clips to be not in that setting basically. So what I've done to avoid that from happening again is I finally figured out how to turn the HDR recording off on my phone. So I'm hoping I will not have this issue again. I uploaded the first edit to YouTube and it looked horrendous. I just could not put it out in the world. So I took the time to re-edit. It is exporting now, and hopefully I'll have it uploaded by the end of the day today, which is the 14th. So if you're hearing this, you will have already seen it. These are the trials and tribulations of being a YouTuber. Anyways, one little speck of light this afternoon. I have been knitting on my Turtle Dove shawl, which is the Mystery Knit Along by Sari Nordland. Might be a bit grainy and hard to see because it's dark in here, but I'm using Knitting for Olive, Merino, and Mohair. And I'm working on Clue 2. Clue 3 came out yesterday, so I'm a bit behind. But as you can see, it has quite a few bobbles. And I have kind of avoided bobbles in the past just because they're kind of a pain, I think. I don't enjoy having to turn my work constantly. But today I taught myself how to knit backwards. So now I don't have to turn my work. I can just knit back and forth. So that was a little personal victory in lieu of the frustrations with the video. I'm really happy I figured that out. It's something I've been meaning to try for a while. So yeah, I basically just took my knitting in front of a mirror and knit until I could figure out how to like reverse engineer it, or you know, you could do it by like, I don't know how to explain it. It just really took a few minutes of like focusing to figure out how to do it, and now that makes the bobbles much easier and more efficient. So I'll continue practicing that on this project, and then maybe I won't be so bobble averse in the future, because I do think they're really cute and I tend to like designs that use them, but like I said, I've kind of been avoiding them. So that was a victory today. Troy is making dinner right now. He is making crispy gnocchi with burst tomatoes, which is a New York Times cooking recipe that we love. We make it a lot. It is like quintessential comfort food. So he is making that. I'm gonna keep working on my turtle dove shawl, and then yeah, we'll probably watch some TV tonight. I'm kind of itching to work on one of my non-adventy projects, so I might work on my to draw sweater, my birthday cast on, or I don't know, maybe my brioche project that I have going right now. So we'll see. But this is going to be the last check-in for today, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to day 15 of Vlogmas. Can't believe it's day 15 already. This morning I woke up a little early as I'm working from home to work on my Advent knitting, so I'll share that with you now. Where should we start? Let's start with Willens and Nosh sock Advent. So I'm about to show day 15 if you don't want to see it. Here it is. It is a really pretty chestnutty brown. So yesterday we had the darker, more like umber color, and today we have this brighter chestnutty brown. The brown was a little unexpected, but I think it's very pretty. I know I keep saying this, but this really just reminds me, it's very painterly, like the tonality within the stripes and the colors themselves. Like this looks like burnt umber to me. Like I see a lot of like paint palette colors here, and I'm really enjoying that. So curious to see what tomorrow brings. My scrappy Advent swap. Let's see. I think I put a clip in after I finished it this morning, so you might have already seen, but day 15 was more pink. So today was a very bubblegummy pink. This is pretty, it is similar to the color from yesterday, but yesterday's had a bit more purple in it. So here it is knitted up. So you can see yesterday's had more of the variegation, more flecks of purple and magenta, and today's was just a real solid bubblegum pink, but they are similar. So it kind of looks like we've got two pink stripes, which is a little fun. It's getting a little Lisa Frank right here. So I'm eager to see what the next color will be. It's getting big. Only 9 more days to go, which is crazy. So we'll see what the next color is on that tomorrow. I did work on my turtle dove shawl quite a bit last night. I'm almost finished with the second clue, so I can show you that. Here it is. This is knitting for Olive, merino and silk mohair. The merino is the color dark moose and the mohair is brown bear. So right now we're still building, increasing out towards what will be the tip of the triangle shawl. And you can see we've got a mirrored squiggle cable now. So I'll keep working on that later today. Excuse me. Enjoying some coffee this morning. All right. I've got to open my Camellia Fiber Co. Advent, day 3. Let's see. Oh my gosh, these are so soft. Here's day 3. I feel like I need to show you all 3 of them together so you can they are different, but not very, to be honest with you. Here's the 3 colors so far. So this was day 1. Maybe now you can see it's a little bit minty. Day 2 was a little bit tonal and pink, and day 3 is a little bit more yellow. These are very pretty, but I have to be honest, I'm hoping we're gonna get a little bit more color in the future ones. These are so soft, they're almost non-existent. Yeah, I guess it's not quite what I expected so far. So we'll see what the rest of them bring. I might string these on like a cord or something just so you can really see them all. I feel like it's easier to see that they do actually have some color when they're all next to each other, but they're really, really soft. So interesting, not quite what I expected, but eager to see what the rest of them look like. So, and last but not least this morning, I'm gifting myself a pair of socks. And today it's these crazy ones. These were actually the most recent pair of socks I finished. And to be fully honest with you, I've been kind of trying to work through my stash a bit, especially sock yarn. So my card knitting lately has been, I grab like a less loved skein of sock yarn or one that I don't have plans for and just hold it double and knit a pair of DK socks. That's kind of how I'm like busting through those. And that's how we got these. So I did really like this yarn. It kind of reminds me of like pink lemonade. But when I held the inner and outer pole together, it created this really weird effect on both of them where it was pooling in the cuff and the leg, but then after the heel, like on the foot, it was much more like variegated, which I don't know what caused that. It's interesting. But these are some nice chunky, will be super warm DK socks. And it's been very cold in our house this week, so I will be wearing those around the house today. And also I should mention I'm wearing my DRK, yeah, I guess, Andrea Mowry tessellated pullover, which I love. It is pretty cropped, which I talk about this a lot in my regular podcast episodes if you're interested. So I definitely feel most comfortable wearing it over a dress. So I did just make this really simple like chambray dress to wear it over. But yeah, I really love wearing this. It's one of my most well-fitting, comfortable sweaters. So yeah, I can't say that I would make another one because it is definitely a labor of love, but I did enjoy making this one and I really enjoy wearing it. So I think that is it for this morning. On the agenda for today, some fun stuff and some not so fun stuff. One of our kitties is sick, so I will be taking them to the vet this afternoon, and that's the less fun stuff. Later tonight, we're going to see the new Miyazaki movie, The Boy and the Heron, with some friends, so that will be fun, and we'll probably go out and grab a drink after, so looking forward to that. Troy seems like he's feeling a bit better today, so hopefully it will be all good. I did finally get my video re-edited yesterday. I can't remember if I said that or not, and it's uploaded now, and I'm really proud of it, so glad that that got sorted out. I think that is it for this morning. I'm gonna get on with the day, and I will probably check back in later this afternoon. Good evening, checking in before we head out for the evening. It's about 5 o'clock here and I've just signed off work for the day. I got a little knitting done in and out of lunch break and everything today. So I was working on my turtle dove shawl mostly. I finished clue 2 and just got a tiny start on clue 1 on that, which was good. And I also worked a bit on my birthday cast on, which is my to draw sweater. The pattern is by Revive. I love that project. It's getting big and heavy and it's a little bit cumbersome, but I'm really enjoying it. And sorry if you can hear my partner talking, he's still working. But yes, worked on that a little bit. Took our cat Alex to the vet this afternoon. He's okay. We're just trying to figure out what's going on with him. He's having some gastrointestinal issues, so all good there. Hopefully we figured out a solve for him. And tonight we are getting ready to go out to dinner. We're gonna go to El Segundo, which is a great Mexican restaurant here in downtown Columbus. And then we're going to meet my sister and a couple of her friends to see the new Miyazaki movie. And afterwards, we may or may not go out for a drink with them as well. We'll see how tired we are. We're definitely the oldest ones that would be hanging out in that group. And sometimes I just want to come home instead of going out late at night. So we'll see. But I will try to get some footage of all of that for you guys. And I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday, December 16th. It is a beautiful wintry day here, and I am checking in before a long day of crafting ahead of me. So last night we went out to dinner to the Mexican restaurant, which was great. And then we went to see the new Miyazaki movie, The Boy and the Heron, which I feel mixed about, if I'm being honest. Sorry, my hair is wet still, so it's gonna be bothering me. I have not seen a lot of Miyazaki movies. I've only seen a handful. But this one left me kind of not feeling anything, which I think is not the point. You know, I'm sure it was clear they were going for like a specific impact, but I don't think it really landed. I don't know, I'd be so curious to hear if you all saw the movie, what you thought. Spoiler-free comments, please, just in case anyone hasn't seen it. But yeah, I felt like it was distinctly like two halves. Like the first half I found very almost boring, to be honest, and the second half was like very fun and interesting. There were parts of it that I loved. There are some very cute characters. The art, of course, is stunningly beautiful, but I don't know if the story was for me. I'm so curious to hear what you all thought of it if you have seen it. And that might be an unpopular opinion. I know the Miyazaki movies are deeply beloved, and I love some of them as well, but this one wasn't quite it for me, I think. So I'm glad I saw it, but yeah, just interesting. We went out for a drink afterwards with my sister and a few of her friends, which was a great time. And what else? Then we came home. It was fairly late, went to bed. This morning, like I said, it's around 9 now. I'm up, I'm showered, I'm ready to start the day. I have my coffee, thank God. And yeah, let's do Advent stuff, and then I'll talk about what else I'm gonna be getting up to today. So let's start with the Woolens and Nosh sock Advent. I'm gonna show day 16. I'm losing track. Today is day 16, but at one point I accidentally got ahead, so let me double check. Yes, 16. I'm back on track now. Okay, so this morning I did this stripe, which is one of my favorite ones so far. It's this really pretty, like rosy brown, pinky brown. I am like obsessed with how these are turning out. I think I'm definitely gonna order this again next year. I'm really, really enjoying this. And it's so manageable to just do a stripe a day. This is my first year really doing any Advent knitting, and I think I will definitely do the sock again. The Scrappy Advent is very fun as well, but I'm not regretting my choice of project at all, but it is definitely taking up more and more time, obviously, as the shawl gets larger and larger. So next time, if I do a Scrappy Advent, I would probably either pick a project where the work is more evenly distributed, or I would just open all of the scraps and then choose a project once I have seen them. So speaking of which, let me show you today's color. So day 16 of the Scrappy Advent is basically white, like a natural white with rainbow speckles, but mostly pink and purple. So I did say I was gonna knit up the stripes regardless of what color they were, and I do still plan to do that, but knowing that my main color is this natural cream, and this is actually lighter than that, I think you'll still get credit for it because of all the speckles. So I am gonna go ahead and add that in. Here is just half of the shawl. It's getting quite a bit big. So I still think that that will work. So I am gonna add that one in today, but I might not get to work on that until later today. Okay, what else? Sorry, I'm a bit sniffly this morning. I feel fine, but just a bit sniffly. Let me pause real quick. Okay, shall we do the Camellia Fiber Co. Advent? So as a reminder, here are days 1 through 3. So soft. I do feel like I put them on this ribbon so you could see them all together and I could keep track of the order. So this was the first day, and here you really can see it is just like the barest hint of mint. Day 2 was a little bit pink, and day 3 was a little bit more like yellow and brown, but they are so subtle. More subtle than I expected, to be honest with you. So let's open day 4, which I can already tell is not yarn because it has a bunch of packing paper in it. And they did say that a couple of the days might be a gift instead of yarn. So like, I think I might have said this already, but I'm anticipating 10 mini skeins and 2 days that are not yarn. So let's see. Interesting. So these are numbered stitch markers for counting rows. And they are rose gold. They are very pretty. I feel like these could come in super handy on like sleeve decreases, or if you were knitting the body length and you wanted to count like sets of 10 rows. So those are awesome. Very pretty, very excited. That's a great like bonus gift. I sometimes worry that the like little extras will be, you know, just something that you already have, but I don't have anything like this, and those are great. So that's awesome. And the rest is just a bunch of packing. So I'll just throw that away. And now there's packing paper everywhere. Okay, so that's awesome. That's a great little extra gift. All right, so that is it for the Advents today. On the agenda for today. So this morning I am planning to, I did my sock stripe. I'm planning to work on my Quiltmas blocks a bit. I want to get at least 1 more of those done today, if not 2. I'd like to finish the middle chunk, like blocks 5 through 8 this weekend. So I'll probably be working on that this morning, and then we are going to be meeting some family for lunch. And then I am going to be this afternoon having my Zoom hangout with my friend Jess. We're going to open the boxes that we sent each other. So I should be able to show you the footage of everything I sent to her, and then what she sent to me as well later today or tomorrow. And then the rest of the night will probably be knitting, crafting, hanging out. So I do also, here's the other thing for today. So the Yule goat. I was planning to do it last weekend, but I didn't get the instructions in time. So it's happening today. Here is my bundle of straw that I prepped last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember at this point. I showed in the video how I was preparing it, and it has to be soaked in hot water for 5 hours and then left to dry for at least 30 minutes before you use it. So my plan is to put this in the water before we go to lunch and then let it soak like while we're at lunch and while I'm having my Zoom meeting with Jess, and then this evening make the Yule goat. So yeah, and I really do need to do it today or tomorrow because our Yule goat event at the brewery is on Tuesday, and I want to give the owner plenty of time to edit the instructions if I have any feedback. So it's finally Yule goat day. A lot of you were very excited about the Yule goat, so it is time. I am also excited. I'm a little bit nervous because I've never made one before, but I think it'll be good. So that is it. That's what's on the agenda for today. I'm gonna go and start doing some quilty stuff. See you later. Hello, good evening. It's about 5 o'clock here. I just wanted to check in with you all. It's been a pretty busy day. I can't even remember what I said earlier. I worked on Quiltmas for a while. I actually finished 2 Quiltmas blocks before we went to lunch, so that feels great. I already started on the 8th one, the 8th one as well. So I'm hoping to finish that tomorrow morning. But I've made really good progress on those, and I'll show you the 2 finished blocks in the morning. Then we went to lunch with some family, which was really good. It was a little food haul. There was a Korean place, and I had some, I think it's called dokbaki, that is like the rice cakes that are spicy, and a side of kimchi and some green tea. It was delicious. Then I came home and just had a really delightful call with my friend Jess. We opened our gift swap boxes, and I'm going to show you everything that she gave me in a moment. But yeah, I just had, Troy's brother and his wife just stopped by the house, so had a little chat with them, and now I'm on here with you. So I'm going to pause here and show you the video I recorded the other day of everything that I sent Jess in her box, so you can see that first. So here is Past Sarah showing you that. Hello, this is Past Sarah here to share with you what I have put together for my friend Jess's sock box. And I say sock box, there's definitely yarn and knitty things, but there's some other goodies as well. So last year, Jess like blew me out of the water with the amazing box that she sent me. It was beautiful yarn, not just one skein, you know, multiple yarns, so many amazing like knitty notions, goodies. So I think I have found some really good stuff for her this year, and I'm really excited to share it with you, and you'll be seeing this once she's received it. So the first thing I got is this really cute Christmas card. It looks like a tag, which I thought was adorable. It says, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'm gonna write a little note in here for her and her partner and her doggo and yeah, her husband, sorry. I'm so used to saying partner because that's how I refer to Troy, but her husband, and send this their way. What should we start with? Should we start with yarny things or non-yarny things? So maybe I'll go like in the order I bought them loosely. So a while back, we had the wool gathering in Yellow Springs, Ohio, which is I would say it's like a medium, like a small to medium sized yarn festival, but it was really great. And while we were there, I picked up this little zipper pouch for her, and I got one for myself too, but this little gray one is so cute. It's just like a little coin pouch. I'll probably put one of the other small things in there. What else? Next thing I got, oh, I also got these there. Little stitch markers in a little candy. How cute is that? So there's a bunch of little green stitch markers that came in this adorable little candy pouch. So those are going in as well. And that kind of leads me into the first yarn I purchased for her, which was this variegated skein. So this is a Crazy Zauber ball. I purchased this at one of my local yarn stores. And I think these are a lot of her favorite colors. She tends to really like greens and browns, neutrals. And I thought those little candy stitch markers matched really well. Oh, I'm getting a text message, sorry. Okay, so that's the first yarn I got, which I thought she could make socks with it, or if she wanted to hold it as a contrast color, could do that. At the same time, I also got these stitch markers. So she's getting a few different sets of stitch markers. These are the Pearl Smith Freshwater Pearl and Silver stitch markers. These are beautiful. I was so tempted to buy a set of these for myself as well. And I thought they also really complemented this yarn and had a lot of the colors that she likes. What's next? Okay, I also got her a set of stitch stoppers. These are really cute little holiday like camping mugs. I thought those were super cute, like 10 cups, so cute. And yeah, that's my local knitting store that I really like, 614 Knit Studio. I got her some Tuft, so the Lanolin Rich Hand and Body Balm in the unfragranced. I feel like buying fragrances for people is difficult. Personally, I don't use a lot of fragrance products, so I thought unfragrance was just a safe bet. And then I got the lip balm in the Honeycrisp apple flavor. Okay, what's next? Oh, also at wool gathering, I missed something. I got a few of these tiny felted ornaments, and I just thought they were really cute. So I'll probably like tie that on to the package somewhere just as a decoration. Okay, I think the rest of the stuff. So the next few things I'm about to show you, I picked up at a craft market recently that my sister was vending at. And I guess I'll just start with that. My sister makes this really pretty stainless steel chainmail jewelry, and I thought it would be nice to give Jess a pair of her earrings. So I got her these, and these were made by my sister. Her jewelry brand is called Eve of Asteria. If you're interested, I'll put her Instagram down below. Just, I don't know, I felt like these were pretty classic, really pretty. So she's getting a little handmade gift from my sister. I also got her a candle there from another vendor. This is from Clemino Candle Co. and it is eucalyptus, but I just thought the color was beautiful and it smells really good. Yum. There's kind of a bit of a green theme so far. I thought this next thing would be something fun that her and her husband could enjoy together. It is a Good Infusions apple pie jar. So it's this little jar and it has like a sugar stick and apple pieces and some dehydrated orange slices. And the idea is that you add whiskey and it makes an infusion or any spirit. And then there's a cocktail recipe on the back for an apple pie hot toddy. So I just thought that was cute and maybe something that they could enjoy together. Okay, only a couple more things. At another craft market I recently went to, there was a vendor selling these adorable hand-sewn stockings that are made with the selvage edges of fabric, which I just thought was so cute, and I've never seen anything like that, and I just thought it would be really cute in any craft room. So I'll probably put some of the other little stuff in here, like maybe the tuft stuff or the earrings. I'm not sure, something will probably go in here. It's just really cute. And the sock yarn, the main piece, I had such a hard time finding something that I thought would be perfect. So I went to all 4 of the local yarn stores here in Columbus. And because I know, like, obviously she would use any type of sock yarn, but I know that Jess prefers like an 85 merino 15% nylon twisty base, and then I wanted to find a color that I thought she would really like and not just, you know, bright. Like, I don't know, I was having a hard time finding the right color on the right base, but at the last yarn store I went to, I finally found one that I thought would be perfect, and it is this. So this is Wonderland Yarns Pigments of Imagination. The color is Marianne. It's the fingering weight base, sock fingering weight, 85% superwash, 15% nylon. This is from their Atlantis collection. I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but yeah, it's just beautiful. It's this like warm, creamy base with these soft purple speckles, and I really hope she likes it. Just like an interesting neutral, so I thought that would be perfect for her. So that's the sock yarn. And then, so I got her a little purple and neutral and a little green and neutral, and I hope that she really enjoys those. And the last thing that I just picked up yesterday is a cookie for her dog. So last year, it might have been this exact same one actually. I sent a cookie in the box and it miraculously did not get broken. So we're gonna try that again and hope for the best. But yeah, that is it. Seeing it all together, I hope she really enjoys opening it, and it's a nice like holiday surprise for her. It's not really a surprise, but I mean, she doesn't know what's in it, but anyway, we're probably going to open them together on Zoom, and hopefully I'll be able to get maybe a little bit of footage from that, but I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm gonna get this all packed up and put in the box and get it dropped off at the post office. And yeah, back to future Sarah. Okay, I hope you enjoyed seeing that. I was so happy to send all that stuff to Jess, and I think that she enjoyed it. So this was really just like a fun thing to do for each other, and I think we already have plans for what we might do next year. But let me show you what she sent me, because it's just so much goodness, and I love everything that she sent. So first of all, she sent me this beautiful project bag. I love this fabric. It is a little bit granny square. It's got all my favorite pinks in it. The bottom is a really pretty purple waxed canvas, and the bag is made by, let's see, Tanny Casey. I feel like I may be mispronouncing that. I can put it on the screen. But the inside is a natural canvas, and it has this really nice pocket with eyelets so your yarn can come through. It's a drawstring top. It's so beautiful. I love it. I really needed a larger, like medium-sized project bag, and it's just perfect. I love it so much. It's kind of giving like starburst colors, and I love that. So, and it is getting dark here, so I apologize if the colors aren't 100% correct, but I just couldn't wait to show you all this stuff. So she also sent me some candy. We got some gummy bears, some really delicious dark chocolate peanut butter cups from Trader Joe's, which I've eaten like half of already. And some English toffee bites also from Trader Joe's, which are also open. So the candy, very good. She sent me this freaking adorable cat mug. Look at his little nose and his little ears. The bottom says pause and reflect. So I'm sure this will make an appearance on the podcast at some point. So cute. I love it. Okay, what else did we get? Okay, so when we did our initial sock swap last year, I knit just a tiny tree sock, which is a pattern by Summerly Knits, and this year she sent me one. Look at it. So stinking cute. She even like braided the little cord. Okay, so that's obviously going to be going on the tree immediately, but I had to show you first. So yeah, this is a pattern by Summerly Designs. It is so quick and easy and satisfying. I need to just knit a bunch of these for the tree. Love. And that was just sweet that she took the time to do that. I've also been talking to her a lot about knitting and reading, like physical books. This is a goal of mine going into 2024. I want to figure out how to do this because I do really miss reading, like physical books especially. I'll do a lot of audiobooks, but I miss physical books. And Jess mentioned that she had one of these that helps her to keep her book open. So it's a book bone, holds books open. So I got a cute navy one, and it's like how to turn the page one-handed. So I'll have to figure out how to work this thing, but excited for that. Learn a new skill. Okay, I'm trying to save the yarn for last, so let me get those out of the bag here. Oh, she sent me a very cute sticker for my cabinet from a local bookshop. So cute. I'll be putting that on the filing cabinet there with all my other stickers. Ooh, she sent me some stitch markers, these pretty turquoise ones, which funny enough, I sent her some very similar ones. We ended up having a hilariously similar palette in the yarns and a lot of the little like accessories that we sent. She sent me some tea, some yogi tea. We've got some kava, and I'm really excited to try this one, elderberry lemon balm. Yum, love elderberry. What else? There's all kinds of little goodies in here. Okay. A pair of these little pink scissors. You can literally never have enough of these. I need one in every project bag. And some needle stoppers. The little sheepies. So cute. I've almost bought these for myself before. I love them. I do use these on almost all of, especially my bigger like sweater projects. Okay, so now I'll show you the yarn. I just can't get over this bag. I'm obsessed with it. Okay, so the whole point of this is to exchange sock sets, and then we just like went crazy with all the extra goodies. But here is the sock set she sent me. Oh, it's so beautiful. Again, sorry if the color is not 100% right, just because it is getting a bit dark, but that's not too far off. It's a super pretty dark purple with this kind of subtle variegation, but it goes almost into brown. It's got a little bit of a lighter purple, and then the mini is this really pretty rich brown. So gorgeous. Very excited to knit with these in the new year. And I'm gonna show, okay, so the last skein is one that we both have. So Jess got the Coast to Coast Advent, and it comes with a full skein that is meant to be open on New Year's Day, I think, or New Year's Day. And she ordered an extra one of those for me, and we did go ahead and open them. I'm gonna show it now because I will forget to show it later. If you ordered the Coast to Coast Advent and you do not want to see the full skein, please look away. I'm giving you plenty of warning because I do not want to spoil it for anyone. If you ordered the Coast to Coast Advent, please look away. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see. It says they just don't want you to post. Oh, it says don't share it on social media. Okay, I've changed my mind. I'm not gonna share it. Teaser. There is another full skein, and it is beautiful. So I will try to remember to post it later, but if I'm being honest, I will probably forget. So maybe you'll see it when I cast it on. I'm just really worried about spoiling that for anyone else, so I'm not gonna show it. So yes, here's my beautiful sock set. Oh my god, that looks so pretty. There is one other skein of yarn that you will see in the future, but yeah, I love everything so much. I'm so glad we did the swap, and next year we were talking about maybe doing like a curated scrappy swap and picking a project to knit together or something, so TBD, but I'm excited to keep up this little tradition that we've started. So that was an exciting afternoon of presents. And what else? So I'm working on my Daphne shawl stripe for today. I did just take a little break to, excuse me, get the straw that I'm soaking for the Yule goat out of the water. It has to sit for about 30 minutes and then I can make the Yule goat. So I am gonna go for it. I'm gonna make the goat tonight. It's about 5 o'clock now, so around 5:36 probably I'll start making it. And we'll see how that goes. That's the only other thing on my agenda for tonight, that and finishing my Daphne's stripes. Yeah, I might cast on a hat tonight. We'll see. I really want to try this out and start trying to learn how to read and knit at the same time. So I've been thinking about casting on a, words just left me, Musselburgh by Isolde Teague. Something that's just really simple stockinette in the round, and I have quite a few one-off skeins of DK, so I was thinking maybe I'll cast on a Musselburgh. We'll see. I just realized the light from my computer has been shining on my face. Anyway, okay. Thank you all for tuning in today. I don't know why I'm like signing this off because I'm gonna include tomorrow in this video too. It's just an amateur over here, you know, I'm just doing the best I can. So I'm gonna say good night for now. I'll try and get a little bit more footage later tonight of the Yule goat and whatever knitting and whatever else I get up to. And I will see you again in the morning. Good morning. It is Sunday, December 17th. It is a very gray, rainy morning here in Columbus, although I am hoping it's going to clear up so that we can go to the wild lights at the zoo later tonight. I read that they have 2 baby reindeer, so I'm going to need to see them. Their names are very cute. One of them is Figgy Pudding. I can't remember the other one, but they both have like cute, silly holiday names. So yes, hopefully we'll get to do that later today. But this morning I've just been taking it easy. Woke up pretty early, like 6:15, just because I do that sometimes. And I've just been doing all my Advent knitting this morning, so I will show you that now. So day 17, stripe on the Woolens and Nosh sock. So yesterday we had this really pretty like dusty rose, kind of browny clay color. And today we have, I don't really know how to describe this color. It's almost peach. It's like a very warm tan brown. It's pretty. I'm curious if that means we're going into some like orange or what the next color will be, but yes, still loving how these are turning out. I did get both stripes done on those. My Scrappy Advent today brought us this, which is a pretty bright, like dark pink, obviously variegated with some lighter bits. And I'm guessing the fiber content of this is different than the rest, which I think were pretty standard sock yarns. It's very lustrous. I don't know if you will be able to see that on screen. I think you can, like right through here. It's very lustrous, and to me it almost feels like acrylic. I would guess it might be like an acrylic wool blend. My first thought was like maybe it has silk in it, but it doesn't have that like drape, so I don't know. This one is just a bit different, so it's still worked up really pretty. Here is the shawl. I've gotten to the point where I can really only show you half of it, but here you can see yesterday we had the like white speckle stripe, which I don't know if you probably didn't see that knitted up yet. I think it looks cute. It adds like a fun like speckled quality, and then the pink from today here. I've given up on this being like a cohesive color story. It's just chaos at this point, and I'm here for it. I'm just enjoying knitting it. I anticipate this being something I just wear around the house, to be honest with you. So I am carrying on with the Crazy Daft Days shawl. This is a pattern by Rebecca of the Crayabea podcast. Camellia Fiber Co. Advent. Today, very colorful compared to the past 3 days. Here's today's color. You can see I'm joking because it's still extremely pale. It is more colorful than the previous days, but look, we have a speckle today. So this one is kind of like a faint lime green and purple. Let me add it to my little ribbon here with the others and I can show you all of them. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So far, I would say day 2 is probably my favorite. If you look really closely, you can see it's like a very pastel rainbow almost. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I guess I expected it to be more of like, I don't know why I expected it to be a fade. Obviously it's not, and it never claimed to be. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to use these all in one project together because they are so similar, or if I would want to find like a project to use them all separately. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna just have to see them all together and then decide, but yeah, they're so soft. So that was that. What else? Socks. So today I'm gifting myself a pair of socks, and these are really fun. When I got these out this morning, they just like brought a smile to my face. So these were my first pair of D20 socks. And I loved making these so much. I want to make more this coming year for sure. I love a project that takes all the like choice making out of knitting, and that's what these projects are for me. So the idea is that you take a 20-sided die and you pick like 20 scrap colors out of your stash. You roll the dice once to pick the color, and then you roll the dice again to pick how many rows you knit. So they're totally randomized. But as you can see, like some colors were only used in one sock. Like this one doesn't have any of the hot pink, but I think colors were used enough like throughout both that they still like look like a crazy pair. So I really can't wait to make more of these. I did knit one other pair like this year that was a DK weight, and they are marled, so that gives kind of a different look, but there's something really nice about these fingering weight ones, and they're super addictive to knit. So those are the socks I'm gifting myself today, and I honestly want to cast on another pair like immediately because they're so fun. I might make a pair for Troy next year. Yeah, I just love these. So those are very fun. Also this morning, I was working a bit on my turtle dove shawl. This is a mystery knit along by Sari Nordland. There is not that much mystery in it at this point. It's just being released in 4 sections, which is great. So yeah, I'm working on section 3, which came out on Wednesday. Here's what I have. It's getting pretty long. Can you, yeah, you can see that. So yeah, I am using Knitting for Olive merino in the color dark moose and mohair in the color brown bear, and they're making this really pretty dark brown. And yeah, you can really see the texture in that. So it has horseshoe cables, but it also has these really fun like zigzag cables with bobbles, and I have to say these bobbles are really bobbling. They're really doing it for me. I think these are the best looking bobbles I've ever made. And I think it's because of 2 things. One, I have used this project to teach myself how to knit backwards. So for the bobbles, I can just knit back and forth instead of having to like turn my work, which makes them much faster. And I think they look better, honestly. I don't really know why that makes sense, but they do. And then a little trick I've picked up is that on the next row, instead of just knitting into the stitch above the bobble, if you knit through the back loop, it helps to like bring the bobble to the front. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of these, and it's making me less afraid to like pick up projects with bobbles because I love how they look. I've just hated knitting them so much, but I think now I would be a little more open to it. This is looking very, very pretty. So I think the point is about, where's my increased side? The point is going to be about here. So there's just going to be a little bit of cable on the point, and then it'll start decreasing again in this direction. So I am decreasing now. I'm eager to block this and see how much length I can get from it. I do sometimes find that these like mini shawls can be harder to style, but I think this one is so soft and beautiful. And look at that texture. It also is going faster now because I've gotten to the point where I've like memorized the wrong side row, so that is helping it to go much quicker. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one, and looking forward to the final clue this coming week. So I think that is everything I have to show you this morning. I did make the Yule goat last night. Hopefully you saw the footage of that. So the straw is like damp when you're working with it, and you have to put all these ties on to like get it into the form and then let it dry. And once it's dry, it should hold its shape without the ties. And then you traditionally wrap like ribbon or something prettier around it. So I'm just waiting for mine to dry, and then I'll be doing the ribbon. And I'm considering adding some other little decorations too, but we'll see. And I might do that tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow night or during the day. I'm not sure. It's still a bit wet. And what else? I'm about to work on my Quiltmas blocks. I'd like to finish up the one I started yesterday. I think I really wanted to get the next 4 cut out this weekend, but I think I might try and do that this week instead, just because I want to take it a little bit easy today, and I might end up baking gingerbread cookies later because I still have a ton of leftover gingerbread dough from making the gingerbread house last weekend, so I might get that rolled out and baked today just so it doesn't go bad, because that would be a shame. So yeah, I think I got a lot of knitting done this morning, I'm going to work on the quilt block, probably do a little more knitting later. I might bake those cookies. And then we're probably going to the zoo tonight to walk around for a bit. And I will bring you all along with me on the journey. Hello, it's about 1:30. I am popping back on to show you a couple of things. So first of all, I totally forgot this morning to show you the quilt blocks that I finished yesterday, and I now have finished the 3 others that I wanted to finish this week. So I'm gonna show you those now. The first one is so stinking cute. It is the white snow globe block. So this is probably the most complex individual block I have ever pieced. I think I included a video of the back in yesterday's footage maybe, but there's just so many little pieces in here, like especially in the house, all the little individual snowflakes. But how stinking cute is that? Like, I wouldn't make more than one of these, I don't think, but it's gonna be such a cute block in the quilt, like obsessed. So the next one after that was a bit of a nice break. It was much faster and easier, and that was this one. So this is just like a really pretty traditionally pieced, you know, it's made with blocks. There's some flying geese, some half square triangles. This one came together really quickly, and it's just like a pretty kind of snowflake design. And last but not least, this one's also very cute. This is the one I finished this morning. It is the Christmas bulbs block. So this one had some different techniques. The bulbs were pieced with foundation paper piecing, which is basically where you sew your pieces together using a paper template, and you sew them to the back of the paper template. And I had actually never done this technique before the last Quiltmas I participated in. Quiltmas is a great way to learn new techniques if you're interested. So the first Quiltmas I did a few years ago, I learned foundation paper piecing, English paper piecing, a lot of new techniques, because it's 12 different designers and they all have their own way of doing things, so you can really learn a lot. But yeah, I really like foundation paper piecing because it's so accurate. Like, look how precise all of those like points match up. Everything is like exactly where it's meant to be, and you can really make any shape with it. Like, if you can stitch over a line on your sewing machine, you can make any shape. And I've seen some really amazing, like super complicated paper pieced quilts, and they're awesome. I've actually made an entire paper pieced quilt. I gave it to a couple of my friends and they love it. And yeah, I really enjoy it. I'd like to do more of it in the future. But yeah, so the little bulbs were paper pieced, and then the rest was traditionally pieced, and the little cord that the lights are on is actually just some bias binding that is like top stitched on to create the curve. It's super cute. So yeah, I am 2/3 of the way done with the Quiltmas blocks now, and I really love them. They're all very, very cute. I'm excited to put them all together. I don't think I'm gonna cut out the next 4 today. I'll probably do that later this week. I find that I can get burned out on the quilting stuff very easily. So if I'm not like in the mood to work on it, I'm not gonna force myself to work on it it'll be done when it's done. At this point, it's not going to be done in time for Christmas this year, so I would just like to finish it before we pack away all the holiday stuff, and then we'll be able to use it next year. You also probably saw I was baking the gingerbread cookies, so I did get a really cute set of cookie cutters. Every year my family gets together and has like a big crazy cookie decorating extravaganza, and for the first time last year we hosted it at our new house, and so we're doing that again this coming Friday. And we get very creative with the cookie decorating. They're very elaborate, and last year we had a new cookie cutter that was a snow globe, and that one was so fun because there was so much you could do with like what was in the globe, and it was just, we like to get like really creative with them. So we were saying we should get like a new shape every year, and naturally I wanted a sweater so I could make some like knitted ones, and I just happened to find that 4-pack of cookie cutters that had a sweater, a hat, a mitten, and a stocking. So we have quite a few new shapes to play with this year, and I went ahead and just used those for the gingerbread as well, and they turned out really good. They might be like a tad on the thicker side, but that's okay. So those are drying now, and I'm just glad I could use up the rest of that dough from the gingerbread house. So those are drying. I'll probably store them once they're dry uniced, and then if I get to it this week I might ice them myself, or I might just save them for Friday and let everybody ice them together. We will see. I don't know how I feel. I need to get some more powdered sugar as well. We have to go to the store at some point this week. Okay, then I got a really intense burst of creativity and inspiration this afternoon out of nowhere, as it tends to happen. And there is a new sock design that I've been noodling on for a while. It is inspired by cone flowers. It is a colorwork design, all over colorwork. And I bought yarn for that at the Wool Gathering in Yellow Springs over the summer. So let me show you that now. So the first color I got, and I was just winding all these up to get started on my first samples for those. This is the first color that I got. It is from Behind the Pines. Here's their label. This is their Emma fingering base. It's 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon, 480 yards. So it's on the thinner side for fingering weight. The color is Berry Burst, and it is just like that perfect coneflower purple. The contrasting color to that, I also purchased from a different vendor there at the festival, is this. This is stunning. It is like so rich. The depth of color in this, I've like truly never seen anything like it. It like glows. I feel like it is coming across on the camera. It is beautiful. This is from Allegheny Fiber Arts. They're out of Pittsburgh, but they were here for the festival. This is also a 90-10 blend, so they're the same base. Well, they're the same blend, they're not the same base. The rest is slightly thicker. This is 400 yards. This one is 480. And yes, the colorway is just rust. So these two are gonna go together in the all over colorwork version of the sock. But then yesterday, you saw my gift exchange with Jess. She gifted me this beautiful sock set from Explore Knits and Fibers, which had this as the main color, which is just like, look at the richness of color in that. It is beautiful. And it came with this mini. And I was just sitting there looking at them and thinking how friendly they were to these. And all of a sudden I was inspired to make not just the all over colorwork sock, but I had a vision for a companion pattern made out of these. And so now it's going to be a sock set with 2 different designs. So I went ahead and wound all these up just now, and I'm going to keep them in the project bag that Jess gave me. I'll keep all of them in here along with my designing notebook where I keep all of my notes and everything. Oh, I should say this is the Denali sock set from Explore Knits and Fibers. The colors are Barrel Aged Sour and Daybreak. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm literally going to cast this pair on like immediately after this. I am just looking forward to an afternoon of knitting and relaxing. I think I'm gonna pop on a movie. I've been weirdly wanting to rewatch the Dungeons and Dragons movie lately. I don't actually play Dungeons and Dragons, but a lot of my friends do. And I just love that. I just like that movie a lot. It's very fun and funny. And I feel like it's like, I'm a person that rewatches things that are like cozy, if that makes sense. But for me, those things are like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. And I think the D&D movie is just like one of those things also. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on these and I can't wait to share more with you. And I'm gonna go watch a movie, take a chill pill. We'll probably either make or go grab some dinner later before we head to the zoo. And yeah, I'm gonna get to some knitting.